In the whole month of August, Columbia got 4 inches of rain, which looks like this. According to Westhoff, the night before he got to Hawaii, they got 20 inches of rain, which is almost to the top of his tire. As you can see, the hill to the home is up a steep hill and on a gravel road. My live op Stephanie show you right here. It has been 4 hours since I was out here, and these bird scooters are still on the ground. And according to JJ Musgrove, who is the deputy city manager, he says this is a direct violation of the agreement Bird made with the city. Jim and Ellie, just a few hours ago, I was up the road at Mizzou Arena where fans were going to the basketball game when they heard about the announcement of quarterback Kelly Bryant transferring to Mizzou. These new amenities in the south end zone include a club on the second level that is the biggest fan club in the state, and a field level entrance where players and fans can interact with each other as the Tigers take the field. Another Washington liberal and the Potomac two-step. Those are two phrases used frequently by both Josh Hawley and Senator Claire McCaskill. Now, before President Trump was even in this building, he announced William Barr as his next Attorney General. This comes just a month after Matt Whitaker was announced acting Attorney General to replace Jeff Sessions. President Trump made the announcement earlier today that William Barr will be his new Attorney General. Barr served as Attorney General under President George H.W. Bush.
He demonstrated an unwavering adherence to the rule of law, which the people in this room like to hear.
Acting Attorney General Matt Whitaker was in Kansas City today to congratulate William Barr.
Bill is supremely qualified, highly respected at the Department of Justice, and will continue to support the men and women in blue.
When President Trump made it into Kansas City, he talked about protecting law enforcement through Project Safe Neighborhoods.
We increased funding for Project Safe Neighborhoods to $50 million this year, and we're asking Congress to add an additional increase for next year that will happen.
And how he wants to reform the current prison system.
We all benefit when those who have served their time can find a job, support their families, and stay the hell out of jail. Right?
The president also told the people about his meeting with the Chinese president in Argentina.
President Xi agreed to criminalize and make all fentanyl in China controlled, meaning it's a controlled substance.
His final focus was he wanted to protect law enforcement and citizens in the United States. He says this is hard to do with issues at our borders.
Congress must fully fund border security in the year ending funding bill. We have to get this done.
Trump raved over the job law enforcement is doing for the nation. He says law enforcement is the sole reason Americans feel safe.
You are the ones making America stronger and prouder and safer.
Now, Barr will not be able to become Attorney General until the beginning of next year. William Barr also wrote an op-ed piece in the Washington Post praising President Donald Trump for firing FBI Director James Comey. Live in Kansas City, I'm Jared Austin, KMUA News. Usually you hear about Black Friday closer to Thanksgiving, but today, these women down the street are in front of Attorney General Josh Hawley's office to advocate for more women's rights in an event they are calling #Black Friday. Now, these women are dressed in all black to mourn what they say are the current issues women face on a day-to-day basis here in the United States. 6 women gathered early today in Jefferson City protesting Brett Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court. They are asking for changes to any people that impact women's rights.
We come together to call out the people and places that give us the Kavanaughs, the Trumps, the CEOs, and the elected officials that harm us.
Christine Blasey Ford testified against Judge Kavanaugh for an alleged sexual assault that happened more than 30 years ago.
I just think this whole situation is plumb stupid, because who has not, as a teenager, done something that was unusual or stupid?
Floyd Hansen says these allegations are greatly impacting Kavanaugh's life and should not be coming back to hurt him now. Kavanaugh openly said he did not in any way sexually assault Christine Blasey Ford in the Senate hearing. In response to this, both sides have a very different response.
I think he's done a great job for what he's done in the courts in the past, and I support him 100%.
I don't see any point in having a conversation with Brett Kavanaugh. He is a symptom, not the cause of what's going on in this country.
Gibson says she admires what Ford has done, not just for herself, but for women all over the country.
She made an incredible sacrifice for her country. I admire her greatly. She did what many women and survivors feel that they and we cannot do.
Now the Senate will reconvene Saturday evening for the final vote. Reporting live in Jefferson City, I'm Jared Austin, KMU 8 News.